Hey guys, how's it going today? Well, today's project's going to be a little fun. I'm going to show everybody the proper way to stain, for example, country classic chairs. Right? There's a right way and there's a wrong way. First, a little lesson, I guess, if you were to call it that. Never start, just like on the top here because of runs and whatever else. Because by the time you finish wiping it, you're going to see your run marks. It's all about doing it right. So I'm going to show you guys the proper way here, how to do this. I'm just suiting up a little bit here, as you can see. I just finished that table in the same stain that these chairs are going to be belonging to. So this is just a small aspect of what I actually do for a living. So today's the staining part. I have a long list of duties there of staining stuff. So I'm going to cut to the chase. Here's a classic chair, right? Classic country chair. And I got two with arms as well. You just picture the arms on them. And I'm going to get staining. All right, so always start from the bottom because of the run situation, like I mentioned. I'm not going to go super fast, right? So we're going to minimize the mess also, right? As you can see, I only go in one direction because where you start is where you're going to start drying because of timing, right? You want a consistency in your stain, right? So you don't want some areas darker than another. It just won't look good, right? Depending on the type of wood it is. These chairs are made out of maple. So very expensive. They're about like $300 to $400 a chair. So right. So as you see, right, I'm going in one direction. As you can see, I kind of miss spots, but you're going to see how I get all to those spots afterwards anyways. There's a method to everything, so. Right, so now, since we got the bottom part done, we'll move on to the upper level and then the top afterwards. So the first thing, I'm going to do my borders because that's where the run is going to be, and you're going to see it, right? So let's get rid of the issue right off the bat and take care of the border. Alright, so very nice chairs. So I've done a lot of these already. So there we go. We got rid of the run situation. Right, so these particular chairs are going to be all stains, so very easy to do them. Now, one direction. Right? Just don't wipe it any old which way because it'll show. So if you go in one direction of the grain, right, it'll be better that way. It's a consistent thing all the way through. And that's what you want, right? So do this way. If you were to grab it and you didn't do this part already, and then you were to stain it, you'd see that actual handprint, even though you're wearing gloves. Alright, so going all around the base. Most people just apply the stain and just leave it there, right? That's another no-no. You can if you want, but it's going to look like crap, right? So we don't want stuff that looks like crap, especially expensive chairs like these. Right, so yeah, I got a bit of a cold, so sorry guys, sniffles. So as you can see, it's really coming along. Next thing, right, post by post, right, I'm going all around everything, you see, I kind of just one side at a time, right? See, I'm able to balance the chair because the part's already stained, right? So we don't need to worry about it anymore. See, and if the stain actually drips, there's not going to be an issue because it's already wet, right? So we know that. Right? A consistency is what we're looking for. And we always want the job done right, you know? I'm lucky I've got enough stain on my rag here to be able to complete this job. Right? You could use a paintbrush or whatever how you want, but a rag is mostly preferred for this kind of a job. Like, we only use paintbrushes, or I only use paintbrushes, just to get into corners of tables or tight spots, you know what I mean? So, that's only, you know, necessary just for that. So. I'm getting in every nook and cranny here, because you don't want to miss a spot because your whole chair will be wrecked. You can't really let them sit, you know what I mean? So. Alright, now, yeah, looks like I'm going to need some more stain, but I think I can do the rest of the job with this. I'm not allowed to give up company secrets, but this I can actually show you because everyone has done staining once in their life, so. See? Remember that I told you in the beginning of this video that those spots that I so-called missed, that they will be fixed, right? So what we do now, right, since the rest of your chair is done, we got to do the bottom, right? So more stain, right? And don't forget to do your bottoms, right? So always do those. Okay. All right. And make sure you get those spots that you missed. Right, so this is how you get the spots that you missed. Good. Okay. Method to the madness. Right, so. I always start from the bottom here, so better that way. Consistent. And you'll see that the chair will look really nice when it's done. Okay, we got rid of that issue right off at the beginning there, like I said about your runs, so we don't need to worry about that. Right? So that's the end of the first part. Okay? Yeah, we got all our little parts. Now the drying part, right? Most people use like a rag or whatever. Well, you know, you probably can't see it, but behind me I have a barrel of old shirts, you know, that you could use. Don't use one of your good shirts, please. You know. Now, in the beginning of the video, right, remember where I told you, wherever you start, this is where you start again for drying. Right, so look at this. There we go. See how nice it's starting to look already, and we only done one leg. Right? Like I said, most people just keep the stain on and it looks terrible, but you know, it's a learning lesson, right? So if you've never stained before, well, at least you're going to learn how to do it the proper way. And as you can tell, your piece is really looking good in the end. So, all right, so here we go. Going around. Excuse me for a second. That's better. Nothing worse than a runny nose. Make sure to get all your little areas there, because when you apply the Varathane, it won't dry. You see, so a lot of issues can arise when you don't complete the job the first time properly. Hopefully I'm not scaring anybody. Don't be afraid to do this. It's a lot of fun actually. So, there we go. Now, okay. See how the bottom look like of your seat? I call it the bottom because that's what you sit on, right? Your bottom. Right? So, here we go. Look how nice that's looking. Beautiful, isn't it? So, beautiful. Okay. You're probably wondering, well, how are you going to get in between the rails of this chair? Not a lot of people have a compressor that blows air, right? So that's what you would do in this kind of a situation, right? But I'm going to do the whole chair first and then spray it, wipe it, you know. That's just the way I do it, but you don't have to necessarily do it like that. For me, it's easier. So, ouch. There we go. Nice. It's all about timing. So everything kind of looks the same, you know. So you can tell there's no defects in the stain, you know, because we followed a process. There we go. Okay. Doesn't that look like a beautiful chair, guys? This is where the blower comes in handy. I'm just going to reach up. Oh, it's over here. Because I used it for the table that I'm going to show you guys after. Little spots, but make sure if you do have finished product behind you and painted and everything, you might not have this in your shops or whatever. Always block the area that you're blowing in. And I always like to go in the opposite direction, if possible. Wipe it down, not a problem. Okay, and then it nothing's gonna drip after you. When you put the chair down, you won't have runs. Okay, we eliminate all our runs, so there's no imperfection in the work that you're doing. See? Look at that. Such a beautiful chair. Right, there we go. Turn this around here. Right. A little hard to reach spots, right? See guys, this is the table I was actually working on, and it's going to be matching the chairs here. So I'll show you what I done previously here. It's going to be a very nice set. Like I said, I can't give up the recipe or the stain that I'm using. Right, so as you can tell, all done underneath too. Right, so very, very nice, you see. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. See, like I said, there's like finished pieces behind me here. So you got to be careful on what you're doing, unless that's the only piece that you're doing in your shop. So I hope that this tip has been useful, guys, and thanks for watching, and hopefully you all learned something today. See you in the next video, guys. Thanks. Bye for now.